Hello and welcome to Diplomatic Passport right here on ZTN, a program where we give you daily updates, statistics, Zimbabwe's state of preparedness and its general response to the COVID-19 response right here in Zimbabwe, as we also look at regional and global trends. My name is Blessing Munatsi. Now we start by looking at statistics released yesterday by the Ministry of Health and Childcare. Zimbabwe has recorded 81 deaths and 2,089 new cases of COVID-19, putting the number of active cases at 28,841. The cumulative number of cases now stands at 105,656, and of these, 73,394 are recoveries, while 3,421 resulted in deaths. Harare is the main hotspot, having recorded 235 new cases of COVID-19, followed by Marondera, which had 75 new cases. Zimbabwe currently has 756 hospitalized cases of COVID-19. Of these, 125 are new admissions, 219 being asymptomatic, while 385 are mild to moderate cases. 101 of these admitted have severe symptoms, while 43 are in the ICU, the intensive care unit. Zimbabwe's vaccination program continues as we move towards the 2 million doses mark. As of the latest data, 31,371 people received their first dose by the end of yesterday, bringing the cumulative for the first dose to 1,593,656 people, while 17,247 received their second dose, bringing the cumulative for the second dose to 730,378,000. The country took delivery yesterday of a further 700,000 Sinopharm doses, and bringing the cumulative procured vaccines in the country to just over 6.76 million doses. Now, primarily the goal of vaccination is to achieve immunity. This is a form of artificial immunity, and natural immunity is when the body produces antibodies against a foreign antigen within the body, and the body then has a memory of past infections, and this gives it a sort of a head start whenever the same antigen is encountered by the body. Now, according to the WHO technical lead, Dr. Van Kerkhove, these antibodies that are produced are not permanent. They reduce concentration with time. Dr. Maria Van Kerkhove is the technical lead.
When individuals are infected with the SARS-CoV-2 virus, the virus that causes COVID-19, they develop antibodies a few weeks after infection. We know that individuals who have even severe disease, mild disease, and even asymptomatic infection do develop these antibodies. Studies are underway to show us how strong this immune response is and for how long these antibodies last. Some studies showing that they last for 6 months and possibly longer. But we do have clues from other coronaviruses that it will not be a lifelong immunity.
So we need to understand today what is the causative organism for. In 2019, the virus has since then mutated into different forms, and the highly contagious Delta variant has been seen in Zimbabwe. It was first detected in India, and it has caused many of the cases in this third wave. Now, the Ministry of Health is the Delta variant, and why was it classified as a variant of concern? Now, variants are viruses that have changed or mutated, and this is not uncommon, as variants are common with coronaviruses. However, the SARS-CoV variant becomes a variant of concern when it's changes clinical or public health significance that affect any of these aspects. Change in clinical disease presentation, which translates to how severe the disease can progress and its associated symptoms. Vaccine effectiveness is important because it becomes of concern if the virus then overrides the vaccine effectiveness, and of course diagnostic tests or therapeutics, which translates to an ease of detection due to the mutations. Of course, concern can emanate from the virus changing its form beyond procedural detection, which can then lead to false negatives. Looking at another question, is the Delta variant different from other coronavirus variants? Now, the Delta than other variants identified earlier As of July, the Delta variant had been reported in 104 countries, impact on public health and also social systems. So what are the signs and symptoms that are associated with tiredness, runny nose, sore throat, diarrhea, headache, and loss of taste or smell, as well as difficulty in breathing? Can this current COVID-19 testing method, those are some of the symptoms, as you can see there, diarrhea, any doubt, and you experience any of these symptoms, then do go to any testing facility. Testing is now free at most. While PCR is the gold standard for detection of tests conducted, Zimbabwe has also adopted the rapid antigen tests to further boost test numbers per day. And the Director of Laboratory Services in the ministry.
Now we have genetic sequencers. We have 2 pieces of equipment. We identified the Delta strain, and we also identified the Alpha with that. But we hope that in the next sequencing, we'll be able also to summarize the recent.
So far, the very same precautions actually need to be observed. Those recommendations made by the World Health Organization and the Ministry of Health and Childcare. Ensure that you are in a well-ventilated place, in your hands regularly. Now, are the current vaccines effective against the Delta variant? Well, the Delta variant has shown more progression in unvaccinated populations, and this unfortunate is a fresh cause rather for one to get vaccinated. However, once vaccinated, it is prudent to continue observing health from getting infected from COVID-19. It does, however, relieve the symptoms so that the COVID-19 does not become so virulent because your body has antibodies in advance. So it is important for you to maintain the safety protocols into other people since you then become asymptomatic. So it is of primary importance that one maintains good hygiene, and also the WHO protocols. Right, this brings us to the end of Diplomatic Passport for today. Do remember to play your part, keep your distance, maintain social distance, stay in well-ventilated places, wash your hands regularly, consistent and correct wearing of masks is essential, and do protect your loved ones. If you can't do it for yourself, then do it for your loved ones. My name is Blessing Munatse. Diplomatic Passport has been stamped for today. We're back again on Monday. Same time, do make a date with us.